Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm really excited for this video today because I feel like this is my first sit down video where I'm talking to y'all. And this video, y'all actually gonna learn a little bit about me, who I am, what my channel's about, and all that good stuff. I feel like a lot of people don't really know who Taniyyah is because, you know, Instagram gives you just a little snippet of who I am, not necessarily like really who I am. Let's get into it. Let me see. So I asked y'all to give me questions on Instagram, so I'm gonna be answering those questions, but mostly this video is really catered to anyone looking to know more about what it is to be a dancer, really the day in the life of a dancer. What does it mean to pursue a career in dance? How can you pursue a career in dance? What's the difference between commercial dance and concert dance? What am I currently doing in my dance career, etc., etc. Like, you're even a high schooler looking to, you know, figure out if you want to pursue dance as a major, then let's get into it. It's so funny, y'all, because when I tell people that I'm a dancer and that I studied it in school, I already know what's going through their head. A lot of people have this like idea that dancers don't really do anything in college. And I'm here to tell y'all, like, that's really just not true at all. Like at all. So stay tuned for this video if you're somebody that thinks dancers don't really do nothing for real, because I'm telling y'all, we really get into it. Let's start off with introducing myself. How about that? My name is Taniyyah. If you don't know, I am a dancer, I am a choreographer, I am an entrepreneur, I am a content creator, I'm a YouTuber, and I'm a UGC creator. And yeah, like, I just want to give y'all a tea about my life. I feel like this channel was really catered to shedding more light on dance. But I feel like when I look at YouTube, when I look at dancers and then I look at where can I look to find more information about a dancer's life? Yes, Instagram, but I feel like people don't want to just see photos and like some videos. People kind of want to know like the behind the scenes. And when I searched on YouTube, like dancers in college, like basically like dancer content creators, or I could not find anything. I couldn't find anything, and there's nobody talking about like the day-to-day life of a dancer. There's so many questions about it, but nobody's actually like giving people some information. So I want to give y'all that. I want to give y'all that insight, like what's going on behind closed doors. Like, how are dancers prepping? How are dancers auditioning? How are dancers, I don't know, getting dressed for auditions? Like, I feel like that's information that I would have looked for that I wouldn't have been able to find because there's no dancer creators. Like, when I say dancer creators, I mean the ones that's doing the get ready with me, the one that's doing the day in the life. Like, I don't see that. Not really. I see some of it, but not, there's nobody in like a space that I can look up to and be like, I want to, you know, make some content similar to that. There's not. So I'm gonna be that girl, okay? I'm standing here right now. I'm the first Black girl dancer content creator that's bringing y'all through her life for real, okay? So yeah, that's really like what this channel is about, shedding light on being a Black girl in dance, trying to, you know, figure out her space in the industry and like creating her own space in the industry. And this YouTube is also about just my life because y'all, I am 23, big 23, y'all, like early 20s. There's so much to learn and there's so much to record and, you know, share memories. Like, there's just so much. Like, it's just everything, like balancing my social life, balancing my family and my friends, and, you know, working a 9 to 5 while still trying to pursue my dance career, and then also working on my dance line. Like, y'all, it's just a lot. I want to create this channel because I'm just gonna be giving y'all the real raw. As y'all can see in my other videos, I'll be getting up on this in front of this camera, hair semi done, hair not done, no makeup. I want y'all to know that this is just real raw. It's okay to not have everything 100%. You don't gotta be dolled up 100% to hop in front of the camera. And I feel like if you've watched my videos, you know that, because the way I be hopping up in front of this camera, sometimes I'm like, all right, T, like, let's dial it back. In all seriousness, I feel like people need to see the real raw stuff. People need to see that it's okay to get in front of the camera without any makeup on, that it's okay to get in front of the camera when your hair is not done. Like, it's really okay. I feel like that's how you relate to people. Let's get into these questions now. I feel like I've been rambling, and let's just get into it. And I literally just posted this last night, so I know I don't have as many questions as I would have if I would have waited till later today, but I just really wanted to film this video and use my camera. So these are the questions. It's not that many, as you can see, but I think it'll be a good bunch. Okay, so what made you want to start a YouTube channel? I kind of just explained that really because I just wanted people to know a little bit more about what goes behind the scenes when you're dancing as a dancer, and what my day-to-day life looks like. Because I do so many things, I just wanted to, you know, film that and kind of just, it's also like for me to share with y'all, but it's also for me to look back and be like, oh, you did that when you were 22 or 23. Like, oh, you was doing all of this cool stuff. Like, it's really also a diary and for me to document like what's going on in my life. Black dance content creators don't exist. That's just what it is. Like, to just put it straight, like, they don't exist. Oh, I want to be that girl. I want to be the one to start shedding light on what it means to be a Black artist, to share that behind the scenes, because a lot of people, you get different perspectives, but you don't get a Black girl artist, dancer, creator perspective. So I wanted to bring that to, you know, whoever is interested in watching that. Okay. Oh, this is a good question. Oh, okay. Oh, I don't have time to really think about that. The next question is some of your favorite dancers. This is really hard because, well, you know what? I'm gonna come back to that. Okay, let's do this one. Oh, this is for my best friend, training experience. Oh, this is actually what I wanted to talk about towards the beginning of the video anyways. I started dancing. Okay, let's just start from the beginning. I decided that I wanted to start dancing probably when I was around 7 or 8. My older best friend, like one of my first best friends ever, she was a dancer, and she went to Maria Priyanka. If y'all know, shout out Tony. She went to Maria Priyanka, and I used to go to all her shows. She was on the dance team, so the dance team used to travel a lot, so I used to go to her shows. Like, I used to love going to watch her dance and watching the team dance, and at that time I didn't really know that I wanted to in the beginning, but then as I kept going to shows, I'm like, yo, I really love this. Like, this looks like so much fun. And they would travel and they would do different performances, and I'm like, I want to do something similar to this. My mom signed me up when I was 8, and my first classes ever is ballet and tap, and I fell in love. Like, my best friend, my old best friend, she invited me to, it was like a bring a friend to dance class day, and I went. And when I tell y'all, from that day on, it was up. I was so excited to dance and be in that class, and it was a tap class, and I will never forget that. I can literally see it in my brain. And then I remember I was going home, and I did not stop tapping. I didn't have no tap shoes, y'all, but I could not stop tapping around the house. And my mom, she finally put me in class, and I think I did my first tap and ballet class when I was 8 years old at Maria Priyanka. I feel like everybody and their mama then went to Maria Priyanka in South Orange. I did that for a year. I got in trouble. My mom took me out of dance, and I didn't get back into dancing until I was like 12. In between that time, I think I was doing like cheerleading at school and, like, you know, all the things that you would do when you're around that age. I wasn't really doing like sports and stuff, but I think I did do cheer. And I was really, at that time, I was really like loving school. Like, I'm very big on education. I'm a big school girl. Like, I did not play by my grades. Honor roll, like all the honors classes, that was me. I was that girl. But I was also a dancer, so it worked very well. Boom. I'm trying not to get sidetracked. When I was 12 years old or 13, right, my mom's salon is in Maplewood, is up the street from a dance school called La Cheney's, and that is where I got into the competition world. I joined the dance team, and usually to join the dance team you gotta like audition and stuff, but she saw that I could dance, and she just put me on a team. Like, she just put me right on the competition team. Cool. Boom. I was on the competition team, and we traveled. We did competitions. I was doing tap, jazz, ballet. Like, this is when I started to get exposed to other styles and at least started to train a little bit. But when you're on a competition team, it's repertory based, meaning you're just learning a lot of routines and you're practicing those same routines to compete with. I'm not saying that you don't train, but that was like my introduction to training in, you know, ballet more seriously, jazz more seriously, hip hop, tap. Like, that's when I started to do more of the commercial styles. I was on the competition dance team for 2 years, I believe. Yeah, like I went until I was 14. And this is where it's crazy, because God, this is completely God right here. This is completely 100% God. So the ballet teacher, Aisha, rest in peace to her soul. She passed, I believe, like 2 years ago. She was the ballet teacher, black, beautiful ballerina. LaChaney's was black owned, by the way, might I add. So it was just beautiful black artists, just all in one space. And we were, you know, she would teach us a piece, we would compete with it, whatever. So she told me, she was like, hey, like, you should look into doing the Ailey, Alvin Ailey. I had never heard of Alvin Ailey before. She was like, you should look into doing Alvin Ailey, you know, you should audition. She wanted me to just do it for the summer, then I would come back to LaChaney's and, you know, do regular scheduled programming. When I went for that audition, it was me and my mom, we went to the city, we auditioned for Ailey. Y'all, we filling out the paperwork. I guess we filled it out wrong, but we didn't know. Tell me why we ended up filling it out for the school year. So I'm thinking I'm auditioning for the summer, and I ended up auditioning for the school year at the Ailey School. If you know what the Ailey School is or who it is and how great it is, like, you'll know. I literally did the audition and they accepted me to the junior division program, and that is where my real training began. So now I'm no longer training at LaChaney or doing competition dance. Now I'm doing like full-blown Alvin Ailey. And I got introduced to Alvin Ailey actually because my grandmother took me to one of their shows for my birthday at NJ I'll never forget that. I was like, I have to dance for them, I remember. And then that is when the audition happened. And then yada, 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 yada. Now, at this point, I believe I'm a freshman in high school. Now, I went to Montclair Kimberly Academy. It's a private school. It's a college preparatory school. No, I did not go to arts. Everybody think I went to arts high school. I did not. I did not go to a performing arts high school. I literally only trained at Ailey, and that was it. A lot of people think I went to arts because I was very close with Kamal. Rest in peace to my brother. I love him so much. Kayla, my sister, and Sharif, like, Chris, that's now in the Ailey company. Like, we all like traveled together to Ailey, but they all went to arts, but I didn't go to arts. I was just very, very close with them. Like, those my babies. Fast forward, right? Freshman year, I'm in the Ailey program. So I did Ailey until I graduated high school. So four years. And that was like the best. Like, that was the most transformative training I've ever had. Ailey know how to shape some dancers. I'm gonna give it to them. They know how to shape some dancers, I'm telling you. In those 4 years, I took all the concert styles of dance, which is ballet, modern, aka Horton, jazz, like the fundamentals of jazz, not like jazz funk, like literal like jazz. I don't think at my level we didn't do tap. Tap was in the lower levels. I didn't do tap. I was in the higher levels. What else did I do? West African. That is where my love for West African began, y'all. I remember I took my first West African class, y'all. I was like, oh my heart. Like, I felt so connected to West African, y'all. And I still do. And every time I do West African, it does not feel like when I'm doing any other style. Like, West African is so, like, grounding and freeing. And I just feel so good when I'm doing West African. And I still feel that way. And that's why I'm now in a West African dance company with Miss Karen Love, Umoja Dance Company. Shout out to her. But back on track. So that's when I got exposed to all of those styles. So now at this point, I'm becoming more of a versatile dancer. You know, I'm learning all the fundamentals. I began to get really, really strong in technique. Really, really strong in technique. To the point where now Ailey has levels. So it literally goes from like level 1 to like level 6, 7. I started off when I was a freshman. My first level at Ailey, I was in like level 4 for 2 years. Then I went to level 5, and then I was in level 6. No, I was in level 6 for 2 years. Okay, so I was level 4, level 5, and then level 6 for 2 years. And level 6, 7 is combined, but I was in level 6. And the levels are really based on your ballet technique and like your ability to like pick up repertory work. So yeah, that's when I met my girl Lila and Serenity. Shout out to my girls. And those are my babies. I love them so much. And I met a lot of other people too. In Ailey. Ailey was such a great place. Jordan, why did I just Miles, like why am I remembering everybody? Chris was in the program at the time too. Ooh, I can't remember nobody else. I don't know why. I don't know why y'all names just popped up, but they did if you watching this. Ailey training, boom. Then I graduate from Ailey's junior division program, and I was time to choose a college. I wanted to go University of the Arts because I knew that I wanted to pursue commercial, but at that point I was like, okay, that was when I was kind of like, do I want to go concert dance or commercial dance? And I'm going to explain to any of my people that don't have an idea what those are. I'm going to explain that. But I didn't know which route I wanted to go. I felt like I had to choose at the time. I wanted to go to University of the Arts, but they were too expensive. The loans would have been insane, and baby, no. I wasn't having it. I cried about it. I really, really wanted to go to University of the Arts because I wanted to do commercial, but baby, it just didn't work out for me. It didn't work out. I ended up going to Montclair State, which I also cried about because I did not want to go to Montclair. I really just didn't want to go to school in state, but thank God. Again, God, doing it again, because Montclair's dance program, technique wise and like really sculpting you to be a company member wise, beautiful program, beautiful instructors. Like, shout out to them for curating such a great program. But we're gonna get more into that. We're gonna get a little bit more into the tea on that. Graduated college May of 2023, and now I am in my professional career, working into my professional career, slowly creeping into that. And at this point in my life, I'm currently looking to pursue a commercial career, and that doesn't mean that I don't want to do concert, because my body is very much trained and prepared for concert dance, but that is not where I am currently in my journey. So yeah, that was a lot, but I just took y'all through basically like my training. When I was at Montclair, I trained in house dance, which kind of was like innately in my body already because I'm black, and what do we dance to at the family functions? House music. So it kind of was in me, but I never had like vocabulary for house dance, so it was nice to actually put terms and words to movement. We did floor work, which I was very, very not comfortable with because I've never like gotten really comfortable with the floor, so that was nice. We did capoeira. If you know what capoeira is, that was like really nice because it's so different from what you've ever trained in, and you gotta kind of train your body to like move in this way. And what else? Ballet, obviously. There was jazz class, but I never took jazz. And they had just recently added a hip-hop class. I didn't take that either. And West African, I took twice. Yes, I did. And what else did we do? We did choreography, obviously, dance film classes, dance history. What else did we do? Rehearsals that took up 95% of my time in college. So that was pretty much my training and dance. Honestly, if you were to ask me where does it start, where does your actual training start, I would say it started in Ailey, because that's when I actually started to take dance really, really, I mean, I was taking dance seriously before, but it became more of like, okay, like I'm gonna work on this outside of class type of thing when I started going to Ailey. So I would say that's when really my training started to start, when I was around 15 years old, freshman in high school. And Ailey took up a lot of my time. I would literally leave school early, and then I would come home at 9 p.m. because I was traveling to and from the city almost every day to train at the Ailey school. And I mean, I don't regret it because now I'm very aware and I know how to get around the city, but it was definitely took away from me having an actual high school experience. Like, I didn't go to any basketball games. I didn't do any, like, I was a part of a club, but the club was embedded into the day. So it's like, it was no extra time for me. Everything went to dance for real, but I didn't mind it because I love dance. I didn't care. That was a very long answer to my training experience, but that kind of gives people insight. Like, that's why I'm so versatile, is because I've literally been able to tap into so many different parts. And so now that brings me to, what is the difference between commercial and concert dance? Commercial dance is what y'all see. Y'all see the people, y'all see the commercial dance, right? Commercial is like the musical theater. Commercial is like the dancers that you see at the Super Bowl that dance with Rihanna, the dancers that dance on stage with the celebrities, the dancers that do like commercials, like quite literally commercials, the Nike fashion show, the Fenty, like those are commercial gigs, okay? Those are commercial jobs. And like some people that work with artists exclusively, like, you know, Chris Brown has his set of dancers. Who else has like a set of dancers? Most artists have like their set of dancers that they like use most of the time. Chris Brown is the only one I can think of because he really be using his dancers for real. Like, he don't really be using nobody else. That's all I could think of, but that's like commercial. Concert dance is like company work. So you're working with a company, you're traveling with a company, they're doing shows in different countries, in different states, yada yada yada. So that's like Alvin Ailey, that's like the Lamone Company, that's like that's like, what's his name, Mark Morris. I don't, Mark, if y'all go to Montclair, you know, I don't know why that just came out. Mark Morris Dance Company, just any group of dancers, you just slap a name on there and they're a company. Like, I'm a Poja Umoja Dance Company. That's like concert. Yeah, that's concert. That's concert. So I guess I am doing both, but like mostly I'm looking to go into commercial. So company work is concert dance. And then commercial, like concert is like you're gonna buy a ticket to go see the show type of thing. Commercial is like you're probably gonna see them dancing on stage with a celebrity. As far as the amount of money, commercial dance, concert dance used to be the one that's like, oh, this is more stable, da da da, you know where your check is coming type of thing. Commercial used to be seen as like, it's like gig to gig, like you don't know where your next check is coming. In the beginning, commercial is like that, but when you establish yourself and you like have an agent, like the gigs are gonna be coming like clockwork, and it's gonna become like you more steady. As far as actual income wise, they both pay really, really well. It used to be like, concert is more like you get that shmoney, commercial is like eh. But commercial, the industry has grown crazy, and like now they're basically hand in hand. If not, maybe, it depends. It depends, because people are starting to realize that dancers are needed and that dancers run the music industry and the music world. Like literally, check TikTok. Dancers is running that app, okay? So it's like the demand for dancers commercially is like definitely increasing. That's the difference between the two. Whoo, ciao. It's a lot of talking, and I keep looking over here. I need to stop. I keep looking at myself. I'm just gonna close this so I stop looking at myself, because I keep looking at myself and it's probably throwing y'all off. Like, where is she looking? Sorry. Next question. These are good. Okay, where do we want to go with this? This is a good question. These two kind of go, they're opposite of each other, but let's just rock with it. So what was the biggest challenge you faced in dancing so far? So really, okay, as an artist, right, you're very vulnerable. It's like you are just very vulnerable because this is something so close to your heart. And I think people forget, like, dance is so, any person pursuing art will understand what I'm trying to say. Art is really truly your heart, because it's expressing, and expression comes from inside. So it's so vulnerable because now I'm taking my insides and I'm making it on my outside, and I'm performing, and I'm showing you what's coming out from here. So it's so vulnerable, and it's different from any other profession. Like, artists know being an artist is so different from anything else, because it's literally like you're trying to show what's inside. And so with that being said, it's so vulnerable. And as I think the most challenging part is picking yourself apart. And this is so real, and I'm sure any dancer can agree that the most challenging part of dance is really actually being like 100% like, no, you're valid, like you're good, like you're talented. That is the challenging part, is constantly reminding yourself that you're worthy of the job, that you're worthy of anything that comes your way related to dance or your art. Is like telling yourself that you're worthy of it, and telling yourself that like you really got it for real. That is the most challenging part, because again, as artists, just as people too, like, but people don't know that about me because I'm so confident. And that goes into the next question, which is, does dance help you grow your confidence? It's so funny because yes, it does. It does, but at the same time, it's also such a vulnerable place that sometimes, even though I can be so confident or seemingly confident, it's like on the other end, at the back of my head, I am chewing myself up. Like, girl, that leg could have got higher. Girl, you could have pointed that foot a little bit more. Girl, you could have popped that a little bit more. Girl, you could have, you know, it's like you're always running back in your head like, dang, you could have did this. It's like when you in an argument with somebody and later on in the day, you like, dang, I should have said this. That's how it is in my mind as a dancer. It's like, dang, you could have did that instead of this. It's like constantly picking apart your choices when you're in the moment. And it's like, that's the most challenging part. It's the mental. And it's not necessarily the steps, because the steps is going to come. You're going to get the steps. You're going to have rehearsal time. It's the mental when you're learning the choreography. It's the things that you're saying to yourself when you're in the space that is the most challenging part of being an artist, period. I'm not even going to say a dancer, because I feel like artists everywhere would kind of agree to that. Now, in the same token, dance has allowed me to grow my confidence tremendously, but I feel like I've grown the most confidence because I'm not just a dancer. I've grown the most confidence because I do so many other things. I've grown the confidence to speak in front of this camera, to speak in front of people, you know, speaking in front of my phone, being able to talk to y'all on this camera, like public speaking in school when you have to read out and present, like all those things have contributed to my confidence. I would not say that dance solely gave me the confidence. It did a lot though, because I grew up performing in front of crowds. I grew up like literally dancing in front of mad people that I don't know. So of course, naturally, that's gonna grow my confidence. But I gained so much confidence through doing all the other things too. And I feel like as dancers and artists, we forget that other things give us information, more information about ourselves. Other things allow us to grow our confidence. But for sure, because I'm a dancer and because I'm okay with dancing in front of crowds and I don't really get as nervous as I used to, I can step into any room, chin up, like just super confident in myself because of dance, because I know this is like another show, or, you know, like I just have the security in myself because I know myself. That's number one. And when you know yourself, you're able to walk into any room. And also just because this is not new to me. So I think, yes, it does help me grow my confidence. But so does a lot of other things. That was a good question. It's funny because like, it's like, yes, it does. But sometimes I chew myself apart. It's like it's like a constant battle. It really is. It really is. Mimi always got the good questions. Like, yes. Okay, valuable lessons from college. Did MSU prep you enough for dance? Any regrets? Valuable lessons from college. Ooh, okay, so this is for my high schoolers, or just anybody maybe in college right now. Okay, I'm gonna speak to my dancers. You know, be cool with your people in your class, of course. You're gonna have to network with them. These are the people that you're going into the industry with. Be kind, be nice. But please, have other friends that are not dancers. Please, I beg of you, do not make dance your life in college. Your major is already dance. Why are you making every single aspect of your college experience about dance? Why? And I'm so happy that I never, ever, ever did that. Not even as a freshman. Because one, I knew people going into college. I knew people that were not dancers. My closest sisters, my friends, my dorm mates, whatever, that I've been with forever. These my sisters for real. They don't know. They are not dancers, okay? And we have other friends that are not dancers. And it's like you have to extend yourself outside of what your major is. I was the president and vice president of All Pockets Full, an organization at Montclair State. We hosted mad meetings. We hosted a pop-up shop. We did so much stuff that was separate from my already hectic ass college dance schedule, where I had to be there Monday through Friday, start of the day to the end of the day, doing rehearsals. Like, bro, you do not have to make your whole life about dance. That's literally your major. That's gonna be 95% of your life anyway. Why don't you take the other 5% and actually socialize and like make connections? College is the place for you to make connections, to meet people. I know that the people that I know and I'm in contact with and connections with, the people that I'm like cool with, that I graduated with, or people that I made connections with before they graduated, etc., etc., these people about to be up. And guess what? I made that connection. We cool. And it's really about like genuine friendships too, because I know a lot of people that had horrible, I mean terrible college experiences because they just were with the wrong group of people. And I never experienced that because I have such a good like heart, and my radar is like, I could tell when your energy's off, and I'm cool. Like, I need to see how you really rock when I'm around you before I can really consider you a friend. And that's literally why my friends are the aunties and uncles of my kids, because like they're genuine connections. So in college, if I could say one thing, is do things outside of your major and be involved. Like, bro, these are the only 4 years that you have where you have no bill. Well, you will have bills. If you have a car, you'll have a car note and car insurance. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have the pressures of the world, the outside world when you're in college. You don't really have to worry about anything to a certain extent, depending on, you know, your situation. Utilize that to your advantage, bro. Please, I'm telling you, do as much as you can in college. Don't be that cool person that don't want to go to the what the parties called with the headphones, the silent discos. Like, don't be like that, bro. We was in those silent discos lit, okay? You are never too cool to have fun. And I feel like this generation is starting to make having fun like this weird, like, oh, you lame type of thing. Bro, go to that party and dance the whole night, bro. Anytime I went to a party, it's a DJ. Oh, we in there and we having fun. Like, it's college. Like, come on. So yeah, have fun. Just basically have fun. Extend yourself outside of your major. Be involved. Like, be involved, y'all. Be involved. I feel like that's like the most valuable thing. Like, it's just have fun. Like, don't be that lame person that wants to stay in your room the whole time. Like, come on, find something to do on that campus. Did MSU prep you enough for dance? Yes. MSU prepped me to be a company member. No shade, no shade. They really did though. MSU is a great school. Montclair State University in New Jersey they have an amazing, the arts program, top tier, like even down to musical theater, like Montclair did their big one with the dance program. A typical day, ballet in the morning, modern, you have like probably like an hour break, modern, you'll have choreography, and then maybe you'll have like one of your gen eds, and then you have a couple hours to maybe go eat and sleep or take a nap, whatever, and then you'll have rehearsal for 2 to 3 hours, and then depending on the day, you might have another class from 7 to 8 o'clock at night, which was this was one of my days. How many classes do y'all count on y'all hand? 6 classes in a day. That was literally one. That was like a Tuesday for me. And that late night class, no, it wasn't no cookie cutter class. It was West African. And if you know what West African is, like up pace, cardio, like 6 classes in one day. That was one of my days my senior year. MSU prepped me really, really well to be a beautiful mover and evolving choreographer, but definitely prepped me to be a company member. MSU did not prep me to be a commercial dancer. They did not. But I didn't expect that though. You know, like when you go to college, I'm not gonna lie, unless you're going to University of Arts, or if you're going to I think, what college is that? They literally have a commercial dance like concentration. Montclair State, it's pretty versatile. I'm not gonna say it's not, but if you're a commercial dancer, you need hip-hop. You need more like jazz funk, which there was like a jazz funk type of class, yeah, but I just didn't take it. You need more like musical theater classes, which I probably could have took. You need when you are a dance major, your schedule is so limited. Adding extra dance classes, it's not happening. It just wasn't happening for me. Any regrets? No, I don't have any regrets about anything in my life. I think everything happens for a reason. God put me in this place at this time on this day for a reason. God made me make this choice. God da-da-da. Some choices God didn't tell me to do, but you know, we're here. I'm here because of God, right? So no regrets. No regrets. I'm very happy that I went to Montclair State for dance, because also it's right next to the city. So it's like the choreographers that they had coming in were from the city. So it's like you're still being exposed to these people because they're seeing you and they're working with you. Let's see. So the question is, what do you value? Who inspires you? How do you stay focused? Let's start with the first one. What do I value? Wow, this is it's such a broad question. I think she did that on purpose, but I honestly would love to make a separate video about that, because I feel like in this era of my life, honestly, let me just say this. If you knew me before this year, you really don't know me. If you knew me before the summertime, you don't know me, because the way that I've honestly shifted just within the past couple months, like, I don't think, no, you don't know me. You don't, unless you're like my closest friends. You really honestly don't know me. The person that you met, that's not who I am. As far as values, what do I value? I value God. Faith-based, anything faith-based, I value. I value growth. I value peace. I value love. I value family. I value all things that's positive and of God. I value honesty. I value integrity. I really value just all things that allow me to be present, all things that allow me to just love on the people that I love and to grow and to just continue to just be a child of God, to make it short and simple. Who inspires me? Okay, this is such a good question, and I probably think it's a dancer, and it's not. It's my mom. And my mom inspired me so much because she's so faith-based. Like, I will never forget this. I remember when I was younger, and it was something, we were talking about something, and she told me, like, she didn't even know that being a hairstylist would actually pay her bills, but she quit her office job because she knew she had a dream, and she knew that she didn't want to work in an office anymore. She wanted to be a hairstylist. And my mom has been doing hair since she was like 16, like very, very young. But she literally went out on faith and her belief. And y'all, like, you gotta really put into perspective. You have 2 kids. Your job is your mainstream of income. You have a love for hair, and you've been doing it all your life, and you know that you want to make money from it. I think she was actually doing hair on the side and working. Those are your 2 main streams of income. You're dropping one of your incomes, and you have 2 kids. You have a house. You gotta understand how much faith. Imagine how scared she was, just jumping out on faith and doing hair 100%. Like, that amount of faith. And that's like your belief. You gotta have such a strong relationship with God to do something like that. Because think about it, like, money really is like, it really dictates what we do. So for you to be like, listen, this is what I want to do. I have faith. This is what God is telling me that I should do it. And to do that, like, I feel like that's just so inspiring to me. Like, and every time I think about it, I'm like, that's the reason why I am the way I am. Like, my mom is so driven. Like, my mom is an entrepreneur at heart. She is a hustler. I'm telling you, you cannot tell her no. Like, she gets things done. And that is what I love the most about my mom, is that it don't matter what's in her way. She's gonna make a way every single time. Her faith is crazy. And like, that is just so inspiring to me, because I feel like that's just like how you have to be about everything in your life. Like, even like entrepreneurship goals aside, like, your faith has to be so unwavering. Nothing anybody tells you, anybody does to you, anything is gonna tell you that it cannot be done. And that is why she inspires me. I freaking love my mom. I feel like everybody watching this knows that I love my mom so freaking much, because our relationship is just like, you see how we interact and you see how we like love on each other, and you're like, I love their relationship. Like, people tell me this all the time. I love the relationship that you have with your mom. It's so special. And that's because it's so special to me, and I love her. I really do. So that's who inspires me, my mama. And not to be cliche, but like, she really that girl. Like, she's really that girl. So that's who inspires me. And how do I stay focused? This is like literally, this is such a good question, because when you're doing so much, you have to stay focused. Y'all, I don't even know how I do it sometimes, but this right here, this is from 2023. I just bought a new one today for 2024. I cannot do anything if it's not in this planner, if it's not in my calendar. Baby, I can't. You gotta be in a calendar. If people be thinking I'll be trying to come crazy, like, let's just say somebody's trying to pursue me and they're like, yeah, like, you know, when are you free? When I'm telling you, this is not even trying to be on no funny stuff. I have to check my calendar, because it's that serious. And if I don't put you in there, if I don't put you in that calendar, baby, it's not happening. Y'all, I need y'all to understand. The planner be filled. I want to show y'all. This is from college. And I want to show y'all what my life looked like in college just by looking at the calendar. Let me set the scenery for you. I'm in a dance company, Umoja Dance Company. We're having rehearsals every like couple days. I'm the president of All Pockets Full, organization at Montclair State. I'm a dance major, taking classes Monday through Friday all damn day. And I'm taking rehearsals that are 2 to 3 hours twice a week. I am working a job still. So after those rehearsals, I'm gonna go work a 4 to 5 to 6 hour shift almost every other day. And then on top of that, I still gotta eat. I still gotta sleep. I still gotta like make sure my mental health is okay. So y'all, it was a lot. But this is just 1 month. This is 1 month. This is the next month. Like, it just really, y'all gotta understand. Woo, child. So how do I stay focused and like make sure that everything is done when it's supposed to be done? I have to be organized. My planner, have to use a planner. Staying focused for me is really knowing like, okay, I need to get this done. It starts in the mental, because if I don't mentally prepare myself, like, hey, we got this coming up. If I don't do that, I mean a month in advance, then the brain is not going to be prepared to actually get it done. To come focus, you have to be disciplined. Like, y'all, discipline is key. So for my dancewear line, I have to work, for me, I have to work on focusing on getting my content out. Y'all, I be struggling. It's so hard to like film for your brand and then also film for your regular vlog and then also create content for, like, it's a lot. Staying focused for me is mentally telling myself, hey, we're gonna do this, writing it down and literally doing it, y'all. If I have to start my day earlier to make sure I get every single little thing in, then I have to, because that is the only way that I will stay on track. Cutting certain things out, because I do so much, it's easy to be like, oh, I have so much to do, da, 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 da. But then I'm sitting here scrolling on Instagram for hours. I'm on TikTok doing the most. Certain things have to get cut out when the workload is increasing. There's just no time to do the small little things anymore. And it doesn't mean deprive yourself of entertainment, but it's like, bro, you can be filling your time with other things. And that's what I constantly have to remind myself, like, we could do this another day. Like, right now we got too much stuff to do. Let's just focus on one thing at a time. Checking the boxes off one thing at a time. And another thing too, not being mad at myself when I don't get everything checked off, because again, I'm one person. There's only 24 hours in a day. So it's like, you can't, like, just relax, girl. Relax. It's all right. You ain't get it done. Let's just do it tomorrow. But also holding myself accountable, like, okay, well, you did this when you could have been doing that. Like, you could have fit that in, but you was too busy doing something else. All right, let's wrap this up. Okay, as a dancer, what's my what is the major roles you wish to land in the future? Shout out to my girl Nye. She asked this question. As a performer, I want to, y'all, I really want to dance with Beyonce. I saw that movie, that Renaissance movie. I was like I always had I thought like, yo, I want to dance with Beyonce. No, I saw Renaissance and I'm like, I want to dance with Beyonce. The thing about it is when you see artists that actually care for their dancers, it makes you want to dance with them even more because you don't see that often. So I really want to dance with Beyonce. I really do. I want to get an agent so that they can book me some jobs. I do want to go on tour with the artists. I don't know if I'm ready for tour life right now, but I low-key like change, like instant change. Like you got to get up and you got to go and move to it right now. I don't know that I'm ready for that right now. But I do want to go on tour. I do want to experience tour life. I do. But yeah, performance-wise, that's what it is. Like performing on tour, performing with Beyonce, but performing with an artist, really. But artists that like care about their dancers. Booking an agent, which honestly, I pray that it happens in 2024. I pray that I book an agent. That's for performance-wise. Like I just love to perform. I want majority of my career to be me performing. Entrepreneurship wise, my dancewear line, I want my dancewear line to be so big. Like I want it to be so big that dance schools are reaching out to me to purchase my dancewear. Like I want my dancewear to be in dance schools. At some point I do want to start doing leotards, but like right now I'm doing urban. I'm doing the urban stuff because I love when I can just dress up and wear like streetwear to class and feel cute. Like when I feel cute in class, bro, it's like, it's so weird. When I feel good in class and I know I look good and I feel really good in class, for some reason, I can start memorizing the choreography so much better than if I maybe didn't put my best fit on. I really be making sure like I look super cute because for some reason I pay attention better. I don't know what it is. And I actually get the combo and I really be feeling myself in class. So that's like, that's what my brand is about, like just streetwear. And I want to grow that brand. I mean, everybody's wearing my brand. Like I want the world to be wearing Urban Styles by T. All the dancers and even people that just like the clothes. Like you don't even got to be a dancer. You just like the clothes. You can wear it too. But entrepreneurship wise in the dance world, I want everybody to wear my clothes. That's what is so beautiful about all my goals, is that they're all like intertwined. Like even with YouTube, me doing YouTube and talking about dance, we're talking about dance. It's dance related. I'm a performer. It's dance related. I create content showing y'all my everyday in my dance life. I have a dancewear line. Like everything is just so connected that I feel like that's why I do so many things. It's because it's all gonna help the end goal. I also want to open up a studio that combines concert and commercial dance. Like that is, I've been dreaming of that goal for a very long time because like I told y'all before, I always felt like I needed to choose, and you don't. You do not need to choose whether you want to do concert or commercial. You can do both as long as your schedule allows. And I want to create a dance school that doesn't focus on one more than the other. I have not seen a dance studio that provides everything in one. I've only ever seen a studio that either is more commercial or competition based, or a studio that just wants to create concert dancers, company members. I've never seen them all in one place. So I want to create a well-rounded, versatile dancer. And that is what my studio is going to be about. So I can't wait to do that. And it could be coming very, very soon in a city near you. So stay tuned for that. But that's like my overall goal. Goals for 2024. My goal for 2024 is to just be happy and to be full of joy. Like I feel like some things we take for granted, and I just want to be, I mean, completely, utterly full of joy. And I just want to have complete peace and whatever God has for me. That's what my goal of 2024 is. More God, more spending time with my family and my friends, more dance, more training, more booking jobs, getting an agent, like 10xing, 100xing my clothing brand, my dancewear brand. Let me be specific, my dancewear brand. Just, you know, just loving on the people that love me. That's my goal for 2024. Like, I just want to grow my impact, not my influence. I just create content and I just show my life. But I want to like spread the information that I have in my experience with other people. So yeah, that's what I want for 2024. Just more love, more peace, more God, all that stuff. I'm gonna finish this video here. I thank y'all for watching this video. I hope y'all love the new updated, like, you know, camera. I really did love this video, just from just speaking and talking out loud. I can't wait to share this with y'all. And yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow all my socials. I'll put them in my description box. But I hope to see y'all in the next video. Bye.